What's up guys, Mike here, and I've got a really cool article to read to you guys today. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but real quick, I may sound really tired because I am. I've been working really hard on the videos for you guys. Already working on these Silent Hill videos that I asked about in the poll. Thanks for everyone who's been commenting and or voting in the poll. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. But let's go ahead and go to the topic of today, which is really cool. That I'll give my opinion after I read it to you guys. I will be putting the article on the screen so you guys could see it yourself. But basically, this is what it says. So, Capcom will explore more remakes after Resident Evil 2. One of Capcom's biggest announcements at E3 2018 was that the Resident Evil remake would release in January 2019. According to the latest financial report, Capcom is apparently feeling confident about how it will perform and may follow it up with other remakes or re-releases. In response to an investor question about Resident Evil 2's expected sales and the potential for other remakes, Capcom said it anticipates Resident Evil 2 to be one of its major releases for this fiscal year and for it to be in the million seller range. The publisher also opened the door for similar projects going forward. Further regarding remakes and re-releases of our titles in our back catalog, reads the reports of a Q&A summary. We expect to explore these further with a variety of properties as a part of our strategy to utilize our library of IP. Capcom also responded to a question about Resident Evil 2's costs and expected profits by speaking broadly about the remake scope. While the base story and setting did exist, we made the most of our cutting-edge development environment to recreate the content. The summary continues, and are developing it with a budget appropriate for Resident Evil title targeting the global market. And then basically, IGN just goes to say that they've remade the original Resident Evil back in 2002 on the Nintendo GameCube, and that it's going to be a considerably larger remake for Resident Evil 2, considering this is much further. The GameCube one for the remake, which is one of the most beautiful games to me, was only one gen after. This is, what, 2 or 3 gens after? So, it's pretty insane. It's, so it's 3 gens after. This is going to be really insane. But regardless, I'm very excited, and obviously they say the little tagline here, could Resident Evil 3 Nemesis be next? Now, people have been asking me, and of course, just in general saying, where's Resident Evil 3 Remake? Where's Resident Evil 3 Remake? And I always said the same thing. And I know how these companies work. It will come as long as this will do well. I know that's what unfortunately companies do now. They'll re-release a game like an HD collection, like the Darkstalkers HD collection. And unfortunately, if it doesn't sell too well, even if it's a fantastic collection, they think that no one wants an actual sequel to the game. So that's unfortunately how developers tend to gauge interest these days, is doing HD re-releases. So this is obviously different because this is an actual full-on remake that's been fan requested for so long. So I do feel like this game will sell really well, and I definitely could see Resident Evil 3 Nemesis coming being remade, and I think that would be amazing in every way. Jill is my favorite Resident Evil character, so to see her in a realistic HD model, and obviously to see Nemesis, who's the coolest, version of the Tyrant series. So I don't know, it'd be really cool. I definitely want to see Resident Evil 3 Remake. I would like to see potentially maybe a Code Veronica. Then again, Code Veronica still looks really good for its age. So personally, for me, if I had to talk about Capcom remakes or re-releases, I'll go with you. I'll go telling you guys what I personally would want. So obviously Resident Evil 3 would be at the top of that list, but besides that, I would love a Dino Crisis remake. I think a Dino Crisis remake would be absolutely fantastic. You could do it potentially in the vein of Alien Isolation, where there's a few, not a million of them, but you could have a few dinosaurs and you're kind of like not particularly trying to fight them. Maybe you can kind of fight them, but that your resources aren't crazy. I don't know, maybe I could see that. Maybe I could see it in the sense that like Resident Evil Remake, the original, where it's still tank controls, fixed camera angles with Dino Crisis gameplay. That would be pretty cool. Considering Dino Crisis plays just like Resident Evil, obviously the items are a little bit different. Other than Dino Crisis, I could see a Resident Evil Outbreak HD, which I think is something that, honestly, it's just so stupid that we haven't gotten. Considering Resident Evil Outbreak came out at a time where online gaming wasn't so prominent as far as consoles. But now you have a time. Excuse me, I told you I woke up, so I sound horrible. But last generation with the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, online gaming became so huge. And I'm so surprised that they never decided to re-release that. I mean, you had games that came out that never had online, like Perfect Dark, that finally enabled online play when they re-released it. I don't understand why you wouldn't do that for Outbreak. I mean, there's obviously still fan interest considering the PS2 version on the emulator, on the PSX, at least PSX2, can do online play, which I've done. And it's cool. I don't understand why you wouldn't just make a proper HD collection to have built-in online play without all that hassle. So I hope that that's one of the things that Capcom does. Other than that, I mean, I love Capcom to death. I mean, I love their IPs. They're my favorite developer. I know that that's probably blasphemy to a lot of people, but I just love their games. Other than that, I mean, I can't think of what else. I mean, we could obviously go and talk about more Resident Evil games, maybe Survivor, Dead Aim, I don't know, not sure, but I'd really like to see just more of the quality that Capcom's been putting. When Capcom puts quality into their games, look, you get Resident Evil 7, you get Mega Man 11, which looks fantastic, you get a lot of really, really cool games. So honestly, I could be okay with anything, as long as they put their heart and soul into it. Like I said, so for the top 3 for me would probably have to be Resident Evil 3, Dino Crisis, and Resident Evil Outbreak HD Collection. I think at the moment those would probably have to be like the remakes / re-releases that I would love to see from Capcom. I'm sure there's more I could think of, but definitely tell me, what would you want Capcom to remake and or re-release? Because there's definitely a huge back catalog of Capcom games. It could be the fighting franchises that they have. I'd love to see a new Rival Schools. That'd be really cool. It could be the horror games that they make, the action games, different things. I still want an Onimusha HD Collection. That's another thing I should have mentioned. Onimusha HD Collection with, well, it could be 1 through 3 or 1 through Dawn of Dreams. It doesn't matter. I love Onimusha, especially Genma Onimusha. That's my favorite one, and Onimusha 3 is also really amazing. Fantastic franchise. So that would be really cool. But other than that, yeah, those would be definitely, I guess you could say, the top 4 for me. But what would be the games that you would be interested in Capcom remaking or re-releasing? Obviously, I'm very excited for Resident Evil 2, and very excited for the potential of Resident Evil 3, because I'm sure of anything that would be the next candidate to get the remake. But just wanted to make a little small video talking about that in case anyone missed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. And again, please leave your potential, your interest in the potential remake and or re-releases in the comments below. I'll be sure to read it and reply to you. Either way, guys, thanks for watching. Expect a ton more content coming, including Resident Evil guides, Silent Hill walkthroughs, and honestly, so many horror games. Get ready, guys. You're going to have a whole lot of horror content coming your way. That's pretty much the focus going forward. But either way, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.